Before we start, let me tell you something no one ever told me, and I wish they had. You're not overthinking, you're not insecure. Your body is just dysregulated. Your nervous system has been in survival mode for so long that now chaos feels normal and peace feels foreign. But once you learn how to regulate your system, your relationships shift, your confidence returns, and your energy, it becomes unrecognizable. This is the video I wish someone had made for me. Hi, love. I'm Charu, and welcome to Breathe with Her. Everything I share comes straight from my heart and my own journey. The days I felt powerful, and the days I feel I couldn't trust my own breath. If you are here right now, I want you to know you're safe, you're held, and you're not alone. So, the truth about self care. I used to think self care meant doing more skincare, more routines, more healing modalities, more fixing myself. And none of these things mattered when my nervous system was overwhelmed. The truth is, I didn't need productivity. I didn't need perfection. I didn't need another glow up. I needed safety inside my body. My spirals weren't because I was dramatic. My anxiety wasn't because I was weak. My reactions weren't because I was broken. It was my nervous system bracing for danger that wasn't even there. And when I understood that, everything for me changed. What I do now that changed everything. So I start with I breathe before I think. There was a time when thinking was my survival strategy. The moment something triggered me, a silence, a shift, an uncertainty, my mind would sprint. Now I do the opposite. Before, I let my thoughts take over. Now I breathe. I place one hand on my heart, one on my belly, because touch signals safety to the brain. I inhale for 4, hold for 2, and exhale for 6. The long exhale tells my nervous system, you're safe, baby, you're okay. Every time I do this, my story softens, my anxiety loosens its grip, and I finally hear the truth behind that fear. Breathing before thinking has saved me from reactions I can't take back and spirals that stole my energy. Second thing that I do, I take slow intentional walks for 2 to 5 minutes. When my mind feels loud or my chest feels tight, I put on my shoes and I walk. Not fast, not for fitness, but for soothing. Walking changes my brain. The right side of my brain, which is the emotional, intuitive, creative side, becomes more active. That's why walking helps me see the bigger picture, not just the fear in front of me. And at the same time, the amygdala, your fear center, your panic alarm, becomes quieter. Walking tells your body, we are moving, we are safe, there is no danger. The left and the right rhythm of your steps work like a natural EMDR. It integrates emotions, reduces stress, and organizes your thoughts. That's why, after a walk, everything feels different. You breathe deeper, you think clearer, your heart rate just settles, and your intuition returns. It's one of the most regulating, grounding forms of self care that I have discovered. The third thing that I do is that I soften the world around me. I didn't realize how much sensory overload was keeping me dysregulated. Bright lights, rushing, multitasking, noise. Now I intentionally create softness. I dim the lights, I make tea, I slow down, I speak gently to myself. I create warm, sensory experiences for my body. Not because it looks pretty, but because safety requires softness. Your nervous system doesn't heal in chaos, it heals in slowness, warmth, and gentleness. Softness is not laziness. Softness is re regulation. It's how I return to the woman I was supposed to be before life hardened me. Fourth thing that I do is that I've stopped over explaining myself. This was one of the biggest shifts. Over explaining wasn't communicating, it was a nervous system trying to avoid rejection or misunderstanding. I used to think that writing long paragraphs over one sentence was mandatory. I would try to convince, justify, and prove my intentions, but now I don't. A regulated woman doesn't perform her truth, she lives it. When something feels misaligned, I say, I'm not available for this, or this doesn't feel good for me, and I leave it at that. Silence has become my power. I don't chase clarity from someone who can't give it. I don't manage people's perception, sorry, anymore. I don't dilute myself to be chosen. You become magnetic when you stop over explaining because your energy becomes clean, grounded, and sovereign. When I started regulating my nervous system, everything changed. I stopped reacting, I stopped spiraling, I stopped chasing, I stopped abandoning myself. I became grounded. I became soft but strong. I became someone I respected. And the choices I made, romantically, emotionally, spiritually, came from clarity, not fear. A regulated nervous system doesn't just change how you feel, it changes who you allow access to you. It changes how you love. It changes how you show up. So let's regulate together. Place one hand on your heart and another on your belly. Let your shoulders fall. Unclench your jaw. Soften your stomach and inhale for 4. Hold for 2. And exhale for 6. Say to your body, I choose peace. I choose softness. I choose me. Feel that warmth in your chest. That's your nervous system remembering its way home. You don't have to fix everything to feel okay. You don't have to be perfect to be worthy of peace. You just have to stay connected to your body. Your nervous system isn't broken. She just wants you to stay with her, to breathe with her, to walk with her, to soften with her, to love her back into safety. And when you do, you become the woman who responds from wisdom, not wounds, from power, not panic, from alignment, not fear. That woman already lives inside you, and you are becoming her right now. If this grounded you, stay connected here. This space is for your breath, your healing, your softness, and your sovereignty. I'm proud of you, and remember the regulated woman is unforgettable, and she is you.